let's move forward and have a look at some real world examples. I think, Rob, you guys are in the best position to do that. It's hand it up to you, right? Because you've got hundreds of thousands of customers using this stuff.
And I mean, as a very integral tool or solution to our customers, it's been around for 30 plus years.
Right.
So it's very, very wide and deep as to use cases. But kind of the most common ones we're seeing are where we want to kind of go all in, right? We don't want to have to manage a mix of on-premise or subscription and cloud and non-cloud. I don't want to deal with what products should I upgrade and what ones should I keep in an older version, right? Which might have security concerns, might have code signing limitations.
Yeah.
So this, for the first use case, it's a multinational power company in the US. And they wanted to really, some of their challenges, as we can see, right? They wanted to move away from outdated, unsupported licensing models, right? So that's tools that have met an end of life, no longer sold, no longer supported. If there's an enhancement or a security concern, those versions won't be fixed. Those will always be addressed in the most current version. So they felt that was some fairly severe risk in doing that. They knew they were going to be moving to a cloud environment to do their builds. They're already, like we said before, a Microsoft shop. They're all in on Azure. So this was almost an instant, wow, I can reduce a lot of my costs, my overhead already. I'm already using that. Now I just need to figure out how do I involve my build process so that I can take advantage of everything. And that's kind of where, I wouldn't say that was the crux of it, but the HSM code signing and Azure really was kind of a no-brainer that we're going to leverage this cloud license server. We're going to leverage the Microsoft support for the hosting of those build machines. So that's going to reduce a lot of costs, both on the physical machines, the maintenance, and then also now they know and they have a path to transition some of those older versions, those older projects. Should we upgrade those so that they are now in a state to where we can put them into a cloud build dev pipeline? Or should we actually sunset those products? And now is the time to make that decision. And again, full circle into a software development lifecycle and all the questions and all the situations that go into how do we make that decision. This was one of the biggest drivers, right? So they don't want to have the, let's call it a dual entitlement. They want users using only the current version, which has support, which has the ability, should there be a security concern, that will be addressed. And then, of course, to take advantage of their cloud provider that at this point is Azure. Knowing that they could switch at any point, that was also another huge key factor, because they did have some internal differences of opinion as to what's the best technology. So again, then you insert titles and who's who. So for now, they're going to be definitely leveraging the Azure solution, but there is a call it the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that this could change next quarter, next year, or even 3 years out. We want to be in a position to be able to take care of that. So ultimately, we were able to help them reduce their costs and the complexity of trying to manage both, but also the future proofing of, should something change in that part of your environment, InstallShield will not change.